Good morning, everybody. I'm April Beach here with my friend Elizabeth McFadden, and we are on show number 3 of
Yes.
Scale with Strategy. Good morning, Liz.
Good morning.
Today, we are specifically talking about how to choose the right offer that is going to scale your business online. So let's have a few prerequisites here. First of all, who is this for, right? Your time is really valuable. And so we want you to skedaddle if this isn't a good use of your time. If this is for you, we want to make sure that you're going to stay and hang out with us. We really are talking to experts, thought leaders, service-based entrepreneurs, niche service experts. Let me actually fix our, is that a little bit better?
Yeah, we like that. Yeah.
Niche service providers. So we're specifically speaking to those of you guys who have a really great skill set that you get other people results in, coaches and consultants as well here on this show, and especially in today's episode. So if that is you, then this is a great conversation to have. The problem, we want to rethink how you are scaling your business online. Okay, so we want to have you rethink your choices to make them your own. Okay, so let me give you guys a little bit of background. Let's talk about online courses. The online courses space is booming. I remember back in 2018 when we were talking about what a big deal it was that the online courses space was going to be a $56 billion industry. Now it's like $560 billion. It's insane, right? That's only in 5 years. We have these trends that we're seeing that are amazing, and they're amazing opportunities to scale your business. But the real question is does that actually really fit for you? Another one that is really popular that, businesses talk about is a membership site, right? A membership community. Or another one is a mastermind. Are those really right for you? And so today's conversation is to really open up really a docket of assets that I have for you. I think we have it in the comments in here, helping you to determine which is the right way to scale your business, because all of those are great opportunities, but not for everybody. And so I want to go through kind of a step-by-step process today to help you figure out what is either the first engineer offer that you want to go through as far as scaling your business to the next level online, or maybe you already have a variety of offers and you're trying to figure out, God, what do I do next? Maybe you actually have too many offers, too many different programs that you do online. And what do you want that legacy business to look like? How do you want to clean up all the things that you are doing to get your business really where you want it to be in the next 3 to 5 years? So Liz, you have anything you want to add to that before we kind of dive into the step-by-step process to make this decision?
Yeah, I wanted to say, so I have gone through 2 programs to teach you how to scale your business. One was Scale Up, which is a program done through the Kauffman Foundation here in Kansas City. Phenomenal program. It literally changed my life, changed my business life, changed the life of my business. That was 5 years ago. I also went through the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program. I was in the national cohort last year. What's interesting, April, about what you're saying is that when you said, oh, everyone's thinking, how can I be online? How can I launch a course? How can I have a membership? When I went through the 10,000 Small Business Program, one of the things that you have to do, you have to go into that program thinking about what kind, what are you going to add? What is a revenue stream that you can use to scale your business? And they basically teach you how to do that. And so many people, I feel like, just thought, oh, I'll just go online. What they don't realize is that, like you said, it may not be the best fit. It may not be on brand for them. So I love that you're going to go through today kind of how do you put that together? Because I think this is a great exercise for somebody that's thinking, oh, maybe I can add this as a revenue stream. Maybe I have assets that we already have that I can utilize to scale my business, and that involves some sort of online piece. But I think going through what you're talking about today and the guide that we've put in the comments will help you understand, it's like a really good planning tool, because is this, when you're exploring this opportunity, is this even something, before you jump into, yes, this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to create it, explore it to see if it makes sense for your business, because it doesn't make sense for everybody's business. I think people thought that, especially coming out of COVID when everything went online, but that's not necessarily a good business model.
Such great points you made about on brand too. Yeah, so let's kind of start with some of the steps of this and what this could look like in your business and how you guys can make these choices. First and foremost, let's just kind of get something out of the way. We can build $1 million consulting or service-based business with only 10 clients. There is a conversation, an important conversation that we actually often have about doing things that don't scale. Doing things that don't scale is really, really powerful. Like when Novella delivers their ultimate branding, positioning strategy, they do that for one business at a time, right? It's not supposed to be like a cattle drive and everybody doing it together. It's supposed to be very curated, right? When companies work with me one-on-one, it's just the two of us there, those things that don't scale. We're not talking about those things today. We are talking about other options to scale your business online. So I just don't want to discredit those, really amazing services and say that this is the only way to do it. So let's get that out of the way. With that being said, the most popular or talked about opportunities to launch and offer online to scale your business are courses, membership communities, masterminds, live virtual events, so online events, smaller opportunities like 5-day boot camps or half-day intensives. These are some of the most popular ways where you can create offers to take what you already have and scale your business and serve more people at a time. So two of them I really want to focus in on first and just make sure I'm addressing something that is very important. Online courses, particularly, do not have a great success rate that they used to. Let me give you guys a little bit of history. In one of my consulting practices, we launched probably one of the first classes ever teaching entrepreneurs how to launch online courses back in 2008. They aren't new, right? They've been around for a long time. And in the beginning, people were super excited about them. Well, we get around to 2018, 19, especially, even with 2020, an actual failure rate of online courses is now 98%, is because people need more interaction. They need more coaching. They need us to develop what we would consider a hybrid offer that is not just you don't just get to put great content up there, as great as your content is, and just kind of set it a button and just say, this is perfect and I'm going to make $1 million. Could we do that in 2013? Yeah. Can we do that anymore? No, it doesn't work like that. So if you are considering online courses, make sure that you are also considering that we really do need to augment it with something else to keep people taking action. It takes a very special person, especially if you're B2B and you're coaching other businesses. They're really busy and it takes them a lot of dedication to be able to actually tap into your program. So we need to engineer it correctly so they're actually doing that and getting the results. So online courses, again, are an amazing way to scale your business. We help entrepreneurs all over the world engineer their courses that are guaranteed to be transformational. But one of the things, and you'll see it in the guide here, is that it is going to, the success of your program is going to pivot on two things. Number one, making sure that you're building in other ways to help your clients getting wins. And then number two, you need to understand that is what you're teaching appropriate to deliver in an online course? Meaning, is somebody actually going to go through an online course to learn your area of expertise, right? We have to take into context your intellectual property. And you just have to ask yourself, is this something that is actually best taught, that best delivered in this online course format? In a lot of cases, it may not be. So that's one of the first things I wanted to share with you guys. And then the other thing, and then I'm going to give you the exact steps to really kind of decide, and we'll wrap it up here. The other thing I want to point out is a membership. So a membership is a very long-term commitment, you guys. It's a very long-term commitment. So anytime you're considering launching a membership to go along with your other services to scale, it could be an awesome idea for your business, and it could be the perfect thing that your people need. But if you, as a leader, are not ready to commit to that for at least 3 years, it's not a good option for you. I have literally had programs in almost every single online business model available. And I can tell you exactly how it'll affect your time and who you are as a person, your strengths as a leader, and whether or not you have a team that can run that with. Liz, do you want to add anything to that?
I just want to underscore a couple of things you said. One is really understanding, is this the appropriate place or way for them to, what you're teaching to learn online? And people want community. So that might be an important aspect. Wouldn't you agree? It's not just one offer. It's
right.
probably some sort of combination of what you're talking about that makes sense for your audience. The second thing I would say is people have to understand you have to think beyond yourself. You can't do everything you might think you can. You might have to start out that way, okay? You've got to quickly understand, probably within 90 days or so, you have to have a plan to what does that team, what does that first person look like? It has to be successful, even if you're not trying to scale, but to be successful, it somehow has to grow beyond you. You only have so much time. So I just want to underscore that's so important. You said team, and I want people to understand they've got to think about, how do I build this out? Who do I have to bring on? Who manages it? What are the systems and processes? All really important.
So important. And what we aren't even talking about today, which we will talk about on this show, is how you actually open up your programs. Is it something that's open all the time, or is it something that we call a live launch mode, which we don't even do anymore? We stopped doing those about 5 years ago because they're exhausting. But a lot of our clients do, and they love them, but they have teams. It's probably one of the most exhausting ways of doing business. But if it works because you have a team. Now, here are some of the steps for you guys to choose what could be right for you, or if you already have online offers, to reassess maybe what you're doing and figure out how possibly we might want to clean up some of those offers and really build that next legacy suite of offers for you in your business. Step number one, always, if you have been in my ecosystem for any period of time, you know this is always what I lead with, is your lifestyle. Your business model will affect your lifestyle. And a lot of people go into business because a lot of entrepreneurs become entrepreneurs because they want control of their time and their location. And then they work their ass off and they realize 5 years later they don't have it. The only way we do that is first by looking at your time, your location, how you best like to work, how you like to teach and interact with your clients. What does that actually look like? And when you answer those questions for yourself first, like be super selfish. Nobody is going to do this for you if you don't do it yourself. And it doesn't matter if you have a business of 10 or 20 people. It doesn't really matter. What do you want your time and your life and your work cadence, your relationships with your clients to look like? How do you thrive? What makes you super happy? What do you like doing? That is going to for sure dictate your business model and how that could fit into your business. Step number one. Step number two is, and you're going to actually be surprised, I'm not talking about money until 3. Step number 2 is, how best do your clients, do your people need to learn? How best do they need to receive your area of expertise? I will tell you that almost every single program that we are engineering with our clients for the last 5 years is hybrid program design. And that is a combination. It's not one thing. It's figuring out what that recipe is for your client. So we might have a primary business model. So it might primarily be a course, or it might primarily be a 90-day accelerator. What else can we put together to create like a micro ecosystem around that offer in the best way your clients need to learn and absorb your information? And the second part to that, for those of you guys that actually don't even just coach individuals, like you coach other teams, you have to figure out what is the best way to deliver your expertise, maybe not to your first primary buyer, but maybe you're teaching their teams. And so all of those things come into this conversation in your mind that you're having as you're sketching it out, saying, okay, here's what I want it to look like, but here's what they need it to look like. Where's the marriage between those two things? So that's step 1, and that is step 2. And then the third, of course, is your profit plan. Okay, so this is what we call capacity. There's a mathematical equation to it, but it's basically figuring out, based on how you've engineered your model, how you want to deliver the model to your clients, how many people can we actually fit and serve? And it's not most, it's the best. So how many people, what is that perfect sweet spot of numbers that can be scaled into that program at a period of time, that when we engineer the hybrid offer, whether it's office hours or community around it, that is that perfect sweet spot of numbers? What is that capacity? How many people can actually fit within that business model? What is the right number of people? And of course, our goal always is getting businesses to $1 million. That's what we do. We consult service-based businesses and experts and coaches and consultants to get to that $1 million mark. And so we can do the numbers. So if you look and you say, okay, here's my offer that scales. I want to charge $20,000 a year or whatever, $20,000 per person per year for it. Then after we go to the numbers, then we kind of take a drive back. Now, based on how I believe it should be engineered to give my clients a guaranteed transformational result, am I actually ethically, legitimately engineering an offer that's worth $20,000? There's a lot of coaches out there that are like, high ticket, but nobody's talking about the ethics of engineering a transformation that actually delivers the ROI on that price tag. As leaders, it's our responsibility to make sure we are engineering programs that do in fact deliver a transformational, measurable, predictable, guaranteed result for our clients that does justify the price tag. So those are the 3 steps to go through. And we dropped the guide for you in here. In this guide, it breaks down every single opportunity, every single one of the most popular online offers. And I break down not only what the structure of the offer looks like, but I also break down exactly what you can expect your life to look like, and really behind the scenes of offering all these kinds of types of different business models that I want you to know. And at least if I can save you 5 years from launching the wrong kind of offer for you, that is the goal of this particular guide, is to save you literally years of time from doing something just because everybody else is doing it that might not be the right fit for your business.
Yeah, I'm going to just give you a couple of closing thoughts. Your target audience. Be mindful of obviously your overall target audience, but who this online program, these online offers are for. Be very clear about that. Make sure it fits for them. And the second thing is, if we always talk about making sure that that you're delivering a transformation for them, I think not only is that ethical, but that also will reflect on your brand. If people buy your product or your service and they don't get what you're promising them, they don't have a good experience, they don't get that transformation, that reflects poorly on your brand. A few other thoughts around that and why that is so important. And like you said, a lot of people don't think about that, and really to their detriment.
Hopefully we helped today. All right, you guys. So good to see you, Elizabeth. Thank you for being here with me. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.